line, but not quite in. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Time running out here on the play clock. They'll sneak it, and he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Geno Smith with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead.
Partner, that was simply an example of getting low, wasn't it?
It was indeed. And for the quarterback, so they get low the line. They did their job. Is the quarterback's job just to find a crease and dive?
Find a crease and just get in there. And ordinarily, you start low yourself, get low behind that offensive line. But sometimes they do such a great job, you can almost fall forward and find the crease for a touchdown.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
We've become so accustomed to it, you sort of take it for granted.
You really do, but he is so good that every team in his division every year is trying to make sure they draft people charged with trying to block J.J. Watt. So far, hasn't been too successful.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. He was looking for Dorial Green-Beckham, and that brings up fourth down. Here's Colton Schmidt now, standing just outside his own goal line.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
This is brought in at the 21. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And out will come the offense as they take over. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offense. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
I don't care what the game plan was coming in. After these runs,
you're running it, right?
you make sure you keep circling on your play sheet, running plays that are working, and keep patting those big offensive linemen on the back. They're doing a great job.
Goes without saying the defense is going to have to adjust to it. And now the ball's loose. Smith loses it.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And the Eagles will go with an extra DB here as they prepare for a stop on third.
Thinking pass all the way.
Out of the gun, Smith. And this is going to be caught. No, they say it's incomplete. Martellus Bennett, the intended receiver. And it's fourth down. So on fourth down, here's Ryan Quigley now to kick this one away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
On second down, here's Wentz. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third. So it is third down now, but less than a yard to go.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down. On first down, Wentz. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's brought down. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker.
And that's caught inside the 30. And they get 28 yards on that one. And the Eagles are going to have a first down. And now a first down following that long gain. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Luke Kuechly in there to make carries him for a loss of 10. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Good job by the O-line. Quarterback had time to go through his checks. That's one you need to take advantage of.
A perfect situation, and they're unable to take advantage of it. When you have that much time to scan the field, you have to find an open receiver.
Throwing is Wentz. Complete on the right side to Green Beckham. Call it a gain of 13 yards on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
Yeah, as an offensive coordinator, if you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work. But in his defense, this has been a stifling defense so far. So they've got to start finding a way to unlock them as this game goes on.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with a game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play. It's really come into vogue to talk about the different gaps that the defense tries to attack in an offensive line. And most of the time we're talking about blitzes. How many times have you heard double A-gap blitz? Well, where is the A-gap? It's the space between the center and the guards, either side. So when you're having a double A-gap.
John Brown, touchdown, Cardinals. John Brown, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals are able to show off their quick strike ability. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
Here we go. Detroit!
And again, it's Turbin. And some space here. And he cuts it. And now off to the races down the right side. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. So all the way down close to the goal line. Good blocking up front. Helped to spring him.
When this drive is over, he's got to get to the bench and sing Kumbaya with the offensive line, doesn't he? Big-time openings for him. Gets him all the way down to the 2-yard line. Let's see if they can pound it in.
False start, offense.
The pigskin on the 7-yard line now. It's first and goal. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
Now, that was a good job by the defense swarming to the football. And you know it's no cinch that you're going to be able to get the ball into the end zone against them. They're number 2 against the run. So what's an offensive coordinator to do? Check your playlist.
A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be third and goal now.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Wentz to throw on 3rd and 1. Got him in. Open. It's Ertz. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Geno Smith getting ready to go again here on offense. He's thrown for a touchdown. He also ran for a touchdown, so they have to count for a guy that can do a little bit of both.
And because of that, that puts the defense back on its heels. Because normally you just think, okay, he's going to throw the ball. Let's tee off, put a little extra pressure on him. But when he's able to either escape or run with the ball and design plays, that really changes what you try and do on defense.
Yeah, you certainly can't forget about the arm, that's for sure. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
So that's the word from the referee. Neutral zone infraction, 5 yards.
And, of course, the defense is always pointing at the offense about how they drew them across. Flag goes against the defenders on that one.
Coleman now. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and we'll still get the first down. They love being physical.
Now Geno on 1st down. And he whips that one incomplete there. Will Fuller was the intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Ryan Quigley now as he'll kick it away for the second time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and the Eagles take possession. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent. But you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone. Luke Kuechly combines speed, intelligence, toughness, puts it all together. It makes plays like one we just saw there. He may not be a big-time blitzer, but boy, he knows how to pursue straight ahead and make plays in the run game. Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4. So they run it on 2nd down. Now let's see what 3rd down brings here for the offense. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Here's Wentz to throw. And it's caught by Saleh. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. First down coming there on the intermediate passing play. That's been a point of emphasis, they told us in practice, using those medium routes to keep the defense off balance.
And it wasn't just them telling us. We got to watch them practice it and work on it because they've been trying to fine-tune it and get it right before this game. And I think they have to be happy with the result.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's 2nd down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed...
He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Nelson Aguilar with touchdown number 7 on the year. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
Oh, this is blocked. The defense picks it up, but he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I know it's easy to kind of shrug off a blocked extra point, but this game is shaping up to be a tight one. The second half, this could prove crucial.
Yeah, we might look back on this one. We'll have to wait and see. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. Cordero Patterson. He's at the 30. Touchdown, Cardinals. Cordero Patterson, 92 yards. And the Cardinals have once again taken the lead. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here now another look at the rookie Carson Wentz leading his offense back out there. You know, normally he's probably pretty happy with his performance at this point. He's played pretty well. Bottom line, they're down on the scoreboard, so I'm guessing he's not that happy.
No, the fantasy owners who have him for this week, oh, they're happy with what's going on. But for him leading a team, trying to win a ball game, I agree with you. Not happy at all. Trying to figure out how to help his game and inspire his teammates to do the same.
That's a true leader. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll check in with Larry Ridley in Orlando with highlights and analysis of this first half of play.
And I'm going to check in with a heater.
I'm going to be right there with you, partner. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes it down deep into Arizona territory.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
Wentz now to throw. Looking for someone to throw to. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the... Now he's having a nice little first half here.
Anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now it's Patterson. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. So out now come the Cardinals. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up, but you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over.
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover. And wow, now we got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
Defense.
They come out here in the eye. On second down, here's Smith. On the screen, this is Coleman. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. So the offense has it 1st and 10. And they're going to speed things up here. Coleman. Oh, what a move. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They'll fake it. Now Smith. And complete on the right side to Bennett. They'll give him a yard on the play, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
3rd and long, it's Smith. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And he's brought down, but not before getting across midfield to the 45. And we're back. The offense had a chance to talk things over. We'll see what they come up with here on this next play. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Smith on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Brown, the lone receiver, left. To throw on second down is Smith. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Now Geno on first down. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
So we've reached halftime. Okay, so Larry apparently giving us the silent treatment all of a sudden, and we're going to skip ahead to quarter number 3. Now it's Patterson. Then he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on third and a tough 9. Offense in a little bit of a bind here. 9 yards to go on third down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Here's Ryan Quigley now as he's on to punt for Arizona.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall. Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
Now Wentz on third down. And that is incomplete.
So many offense want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Taken in at the 11. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay. He's got a man. Complete. He got 29 yards that time. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
A gain of 3, second down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Here we go with 2nd and 7. Geno down to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. He was hoping to get that one to Tevin Coleman in space. And it's 3rd down. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the 2nd down incompletion. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. He finds his target, Fuller. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. So he makes the grab, and the chains move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line giving them time to complete that first down pass.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
On 2nd down, here's Smith. He's got the hook up to John Brown on the right side. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. The play clock's running down. Here's Coleman. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
They'll toss it to Coleman. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guys at the cornerback position.
They'll need to get the play off quickly on 3rd and short to give to the tight end. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4. On 4th down, the Cards will call on Chandler Catanzaro to try and put up 3. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. And Catanzaro's kick is right through. And with that, they move ahead by a point here in this 3rd quarter. So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach. But it kept the offense out of the end zone.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And we have seen a decline in the numbers. Where does the fault lie? Just him? Maybe the guys up front? Combination?
Well, as you and I both know, it's almost always a collective deal. But in this case, I think maybe the offensive line got a little overconfident. They had blocked so well in the first half, picked up on what the defense was doing. I think we've seen an adjustment now that they have not picked up on, and now they're being a little bit overwhelmed.
Here's the option going right. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down and about the length of the football.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it. And while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
It's a gain of just a couple there, but it's enough to get him the first. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Ertz has it left side. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Okay, when the big guy runs a corner route, you're asking a lot no matter who's covering him. Doesn't matter whether it's a linebacker or a defensive back. Yeah. He usually has the advantage because of his body type.
Wentz now on first down. Ertz over the middle. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make it a second down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
From the gun on third down, Wentz. He's got time in the pocket. Aguilar has it. And he's brought down after a good gain. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
On the run, it's Robert Turbin. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Robert Turbin, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles have retaken the lead. And there you go, nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
So the defense gets the stop. I know it's situation to situation, but who has more pressure there, offense or defense, when they go for 2?
I truly believe it's the defense has more pressure because the offense has an entire playbook wide open from the 2-yard line. You can run it, you can throw it. So defensively, I think most teams are going to be aggressive and force the issue and try and bring pressure.
And the Cardinals offense here ready to take over. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Making the tackle, Stephen Tolan.
Well, he was stopped on that play. He's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
Play clock winding down. To throw is Smith. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first.
And they pick up a first down, and that came out of the fullback position. But as you and I both know, that doesn't necessarily mean it's a fullback playing in that spot.
Well, times have changed, right? The old school fullback doesn't really exist anymore.
We're not getting that same player out of college with all the spread offenses, not very...
And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's Cardinal football, but they trail here as we get set to bring you the 4th and final quarter. They come out here in the eye. They go play action here on first down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Martellus Bennett, his second touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals have taken the lead here in the fourth. Here we go now as we get set for a big two-point conversion.
I know guys who design defenses, they try to prepare for everything. But you ignore the guy who plays tight end at your own peril.
Yeah, and he's like having another wide receiver out there sometimes, right?
Exactly right, because they're such a matchup nightmare. They're hybrid guys. Are they receivers? Are they big guys that block? How about the one we just saw there? Catch it and go. Run after catch all the way into the end zone.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard. Brandon, we did watch him play well on tape last week, and it was a lot of fun to watch, and he put together some nice numbers, some really nifty plays, and he's doing it again this week. And what I'm seeing is the rest of his team starting to rise in confidence as well.
Rubbing off a little bit?
I think so, and I think that they're buying into him. They believe in him as their leader, which means that they're going to play better, try to make some better plays for him. I think we've seen that throughout this contest.
Those numbers certainly back you up. Back to the air on second down. Wentz, a dump off to Smallwood. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. And just like that, it's third down. Now Wentz on third down. Looking to hit Matthews, but it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Smith throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. The new acquisition, Martellus Bennett, the intended target. And it's second down.
That's just flat out a terrific play because it's rare that you see a hitch route batted down. That means someone read that one really well and was right on the spot when the ball got to the receiver.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with third and still 7 yards to go. And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And Bryant's got it over the middle. Call it a pickup of 7, and that's going to bring up a fourth down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over first and 10. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
Fresh set of downs here. Now a play fake here on first down. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. And he's brought down. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Second down following the incompletion. Wentz will try again on second down. It's caught by Aguilar. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal. Now, you see these numbers, and a week ago when he struggled, it just seemed like everyone was, the world was closing in on him when he was handed the football. Here, the hole seemed to be opening up.
Yeah, and last week it appeared that he was running against 13 or 14 guys, didn't it? And I think last week, they just couldn't get in sync. Blockers, him, no matter what. It was almost like if they blocked it well, he picked the wrong hole to run through. If he picked the right hole to run through, there was just no hole really. People would swarm and knock him down. So what we're seeing this week is everything together, got it figured out, and he just seems sharper. I don't know if it's a better week of preparation or what went into it, but he looks like the guy we know.
Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long third and goal.
Were you as surprised as I was that they actually ran it on second down there? I thought that they would go ahead and throw it in every situation here.
They've thrown for 3 touchdown passes. Now here, I think they probably go back to the air.
Yeah, I think so, but ordinarily, second down is when you run your play fake, your play action, show run, and throw the ball. Now they brought up third down, they'll have to throw it anyway. Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the fourth quarter, and they got a big one.
Yeah, it's such a close game, a very big one. So the drive here ends with a field goal, and that does give them the lead, but this one is still a long ways from over.
And you love to be able to look up at the scoreboard and see that you're out in front, but then you take one look across the field and see that offense is raring to come back out, and you think, I don't know, the field goals are going to be enough to get us home.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. First down, Smith. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up second down. And the numbers, they sort of do the talking. Great game last week. Sharp again here in this one.
Sometimes you set habits with how you play, don't you? I mean, you start to put things together, you string them together, and the confidence continues to rise. And guess what? We're seeing that happen in front of us. Back-to-back weeks of really good play.
And the confidence certainly must be continuing to grow. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Here's Smith, and complete on the right side to Bennett. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Throwing again is Smith. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
Again, Smith. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. And they went big on first down, proves unfruitful.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
That one was intended for John Brown, and that'll bring up second down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Oh, and the hard count might have got him. This might be a first down.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
So you heard the word. This is a neutral zone infraction.
Yeah, the defender wanted to try and get back after he had jumped, unable to do so.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Time running out here on the play clock. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They begin the drive with Turbin. And he'll be taken down at the 18. Now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll blow. And the Cardinals going to use another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Wentz to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion as we just saw there, that's winning football.
Here's Colton Schmidt now. He's been terrific so far. And taken at the 46. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it?
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And to give this time to the tailback. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They hand off to their big tight end. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. Look at this, a tight end carry. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. It's good for a gain of 7, but still a few inches short here with 4th down coming up. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. And Catanzaro's kick is right through. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. And, Charles, he hasn't missed a kick all year. Why would he start now?
Exactly. And this was by far the most nerve-wracking. They just stepped up and calmly banged it through.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. They'll look to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. 20 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be 1st down, Eagles.
You're a crack at dawn, Monday morning coffee, strong pouring everything you got into a paycheck Friday night. You're a power stroke, diesel backhoe riding king, 18-wheeler driving, living life in between the lines of clocking in and quitting time. Then the 6-string circus comes to town. We hang them speakers over the crowd. When the lights come on, everybody screaming, lighters in the sky, yeah, everybody singing, every word to every song of the girl they're taking tonight. When the lights come on, everybody's same cause we thinking the same thing. We on the same page cause we sipping the same drink. Here's a little something to thank y'all for showing up. Al Dean and the boys are about to blow it up. When the lights come on and everybody's screaming, lighters in the sky, yeah, everybody's singing every word to every song of the girl they're taking tonight. When the lights come on, everybody's feeling a hallelujah from the floor to the ceiling. Yeah, the drink that with them, the smoke that with them, the party we're through, it's going all night long. When the lights come on, when the lights come on. everybody.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. In today's matchup,
we find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside University of Phoenix Stadium in Glendale. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the New York Giants and the Arizona Cardinals. The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. They'll run for the first time with Hill. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. 10 yards still left on second down. Again, it's Hill. And he powers his way up past the 30. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
From the gun on 3rd down, Manning. He finds Beckham complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Well, that's the kickstarter right there. Eli Manning finding his guy, Odell Beckham Jr.
Yeah, it's a deadly combination, isn't it?
It really is, but what really makes it work is just how unflappable Eli is with his demeanor, able to maintain his calm and his poise. Because we know, OBJ, he can run pretty hot and get excited out there.
Sometimes just one-handed grabs for him.
It doesn't matter what it is. Just throw it up there. He'll go get it.
They run it again with Hill. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there. So from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Throwing is Manning on 3rd down. He's got Cruz complete. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot. And they connected there and picked up a first down.
It's a gain of 20 that time. And the Giants will be set up with a 1st and goal. And now a first down following that long gain.
I'm still an old-school football guy, and anytime you see a big-time running play, that fires me up. And if I'm on offense right now, the position they're in now, inside the 10-yard line, I think after the way they've run it, they've set themselves up for a good play-action pass opportunity right here. Normally, he's pretty reliable, usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
Manning to throw on 2nd down. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Their dangerous wide receiver. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants take it right down and score on the opening drive. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was the super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
They begin the drive with Coleman. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
The play clock's running down. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to face a 3rd down. And the offense in that middle ground here on 3rd down, 5 yards to go.
While we know that the identity of this offense is to throw the ball, they've got to run it every so often, and for no other reason than to tamp down the pass rush. They can't let them just tee off and get to their quarterback.
Fuller brings it in over the middle. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. They chalked that one up as a gain of 34 on 3rd down. And they talked about how important the passing game was going to be against that defensive look. Good job there going to the air for the 1st down.
It's all about preparation. It's all about planning. And then it's about execution. So put it all together in practice. Okay, this is what we think we're going to see. This is how they get to it. And then when the game comes, read it and attack it. This drive is turning into an extended one. And the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Play clock winding down. They go play action here on 1st down. Steps away. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. Geno Smith, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. So a quarterback scramble, certainly a pass play, but he saw something, tucked it, and got in the end zone.
A lot of quarterbacks, when they scramble, they're scrambling to create more time to throw the ball downfield. In this situation, as you noted, he tucked it and took off. Great play by him.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And now out come the Giants. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
2nd down following the run. Hill, the lone setback. Now Manning throwing on 2nd down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. They come up in an offset eye. On 2nd down, Hill. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves them needing about 7 here on 3rd down.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish? Holding that to a minimal gain.
So on 4th down, here's Jake Shum to punt it away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe mix it up a little bit with play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what, all the credit? How about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Offense.
So after the mistake by the offense, it cost him 5 yards, and now 1st and 15. And they'll go on the ground. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it's a 2nd down.
Really tough drive, but that run helped salvage something there because now there's something positive that came out of it. They got to see good blocking, good push by the offensive line, wide receivers trying to get involved, a good run by the back. And now maybe it'll be a catalyst for them to look at going forward, watching it on tape. Maybe they can keep incorporating that type of a run into their offense. That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front?
Ready to go now in the 2nd quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Cardinals in possession of the football. They've got a 2nd down and 5 here to start things out. And they'll run it here. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
To throw is Smith, and complete on the right side to Bennett. Nothing doing on that one, and it'll be 4th down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into a huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end. Let's
credit the defensive front 7. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Hitting Donnell here, the tight end right side. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice...
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. He'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack. And it's third down. And the Cardinals, they trot out their dime package for third down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And he fields it cleanly. Ooh, with a juke. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Now Gino on the screen. This is Coleman. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Well, that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front, completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space, the big guys leading the way.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
They come out here in the eye. Time running out here on the play clock. Another part of this Cardinal rotation. This is Chris Johnson. And he gets it down to the 32. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. When we sat with the coaching staff a couple of days ago, they said attacking that defensive look with a run, something they wanted to do, it was effective.
And they were extremely confident, weren't they? Their planning, their preparation, they knew what they were going to get in that defense, and they were able to attack it accordingly.
He's got the hook up to John Brown on the right side. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. The play clock's running down. Here's Smith now on 2nd down. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. Red zone opportunity.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
5 yards to go for the offense. 1st down and goal from that 5-yard line. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Time to tighten up the seatbelt just a little bit, partner, because that was a safety that crashed in there and made that play behind the line of scrimmage. How about that pursuit?
Gino now to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd and goal.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, and that was a nice job of improvising, but it's not normal. Usually when the screen pass is taken away, you're taught to just throw the ball at the ground at the feet of the receiver so that you don't get it intercepted and just start over, but he ended up finding another receiver.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Partner, it's decision time now. I know it's still just the 2nd quarter, but you have an opportunity to either kick the field goal or go for it and try and score a big-time touchdown. This is why the head coaches get paid the big bucks.
And Catanzaro's kick is right through, and the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So it's an old-school extra point, but certainly a disappointment that they couldn't get 6.
Yeah, when you see 19-yard field goal in the box score, you kind of shake your head. But their head coach decided 3 was enough.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. New York set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play. Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Now Manning. Out on the right, this is Cruz. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. And a nice pitch and catch to pick up the reception against man coverage.
Both of them read how much yardage they needed, figured what they had to do, and were able to beat the man coverage for the completion.
Throwing on first down is Manning. To Shepard, complete over the middle. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
From midfield, here's Manning. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. And they're just a couple of yards shy of a first down here on third down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Hill. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
In on the tackle there, Luke Kuechly. 8 yards to go here on second down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. More from the desert after this. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Larry Ridley will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And incomplete here on third down.
Receivers work all the time on making sure they catch the ball, haul it into their bodies before they turn and run. A little bit of loss of focus on that play.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it. So out now come the Cardinals. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to third down. And 3 full yards here for the offense to get on third down. They'll run it now out of the gun. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a fourth down. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout. Just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Beckham the return. Yeah, that's a 48-yard punt with a coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And possession will change here with very little time remaining until halftime. And the Giants ready to come out now. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Second down now after the incompletion. Beckham, the lone receiver right. Manning will try again on second down. They set up the screen to Hill. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Throwing is Manning on third down. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
I'm laughing to myself because I could just hear in film session. But, Coach, I was throwing to Odell Beckham Jr. Of course I thought he was open.
They'd love to go deep downfield to him, though. Such a threat.
Yeah, a rare incompletion because most of the time we expect him to actually come up with the catch.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And, okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Now it's Patterson. A beautiful fake. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Second down following the run.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Flush to his right. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. It'll be a 3-yard gain. And all of a sudden here, it's third down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
Illegal block in the ball. Offense. Still first down.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this one up to the 26.
Holding. Offense.
Yeah, that right there will set him back a bit on the offensive holding penalty.
And you know who you want to pressure after a penalty like that? The guy who just committed the foul. You want to see if he's going to keep his head down or if he's going to get his head right back into the game. I'd send a blitz at him right away and see if he holds up.
They'll try the air now with Smith. It's complete to Fuller. And down he'll go at the 25. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll make this a second and long. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to carry the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
I believe I understand where the offense was going there. They just hit a big pass play, thought they could fool him with a run, but maybe they overthought it a little bit. Just hit a nice pass, come back with another one, keep the momentum going.
3rd and long, it's Smith. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th. Here's Ryan Quigley now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. Here's Beckham, and he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time, and it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. Hill, the lone setback. Now Manning. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make this a 2nd down. And this week, as the numbers show, just not as crisp. I don't know what it is, arm strength or what, but just not the same as last week, right?
One of the things we noticed last week was the ability to look off defenders. You know, look in one direction to set them up, move them in that spot, and then come back in the opposite direction and hit open receivers. Today, what we're seeing is him just kind of locking on to people. Okay, here it is. I'm just going to throw it. Maybe he has just too much confidence in his arm. For whatever reason, not nearly as sharp and crisp as we saw in the game last week.
Yeah, absolutely. He's got Cruz complete. And he will have the 1st down as he gets this to the 47. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
I feel like Eli Manning has just gone from downfield bomber to a guy who can complete everything.
He can hit him underneath now,
yeah,
can't he?
We just saw that there with that pass completion. The maturity of a veteran taken with the defensive given.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
J.J. Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for a minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's all you're going to get running the ball, you're not going to have much success against him and his team.
Or, yeah, you better find a way to go around J.J. Watt, which isn't easy to do.
It's really not, because you got to try everything. Can you go around him? Can you go by him? Can you influence him to get him out of position so maybe you can wall him off? He's a really sharp, intelligent player, as well as a physical specimen.
They come out here in the eye. On 3rd down, here's Hill. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the 1st. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
Now a 1st down carry, it's Hill. And able to use the stiff arm to gain leverage initially, but not much room thereafter. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Hill, the lone setback. He'll get the football here. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. From the gun on 3rd down, Manning. Out on the right, this is Cruz. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. And Zerline's kick is good. And that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10. A decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they do inch a bit closer.
Yeah, still lots of time to go in this one. Take the points, move on, and let your defense try to get the ball back.
And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
You got a man over the middle. It's Woods. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down. Still in search of the first down after that last completion. But they brought in an extra defensive back here, so probably not expecting a run on 3rd and 3.
A good call.
Out of the gun, Smith. Bryant with a catch right side. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
Smith keeps it on the sneak. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches.
It seems like, and it is a gamble on their side of the field, but they have supreme confidence in picking it up on a quarterback sneak. You can just feel it from this team.
Play clock winding down. They're going to run this with a tight end. And he's got it across midfield and down to about the 47-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, if you like the guys who run the ball, you're enjoying watching this. But the other guys, especially the defense coordinator, trying to figure out an answer on how to slow down the running game, I think maybe starts to call more blitzes, because you can call run blitzes in order to try and get more people to the point of attack.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. Time running out here on the play clock. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1. You know, the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a first down.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Brown, the lone receiver, left. Now Gino on first down. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
But he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
Smith out left side here to Bryant. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Call it a gain of 3. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. So still in search of the first down after that last completion.
Well, there really wasn't much there, but a completion is a completion. A tough 3rd down awaits them.
To throw is Smith. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Here's Ryan Quigley now as he's on to punt for Arizona. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.